Welcome to Thailand. Thailand, no COVID-19. Where is Britain?
Yes. one year. Okay, come back Thailand.
Which day should I come back to Thailand? I don't know what's going on. America, no Thailand.
Yeah.
No Americans in Thailand. Who do you want in Thailand? Chinese?
Chinese no.
No Chinese.
Japan no.
Russia no.
Italy no.
Italy no. So nobody can come to Thailand. Okay. So who do we allow in Thailand? Australia?
Korea no. Australia no.
No. So only Thailand, only Thai people in Thailand. Okay.
1 year okay, come back Thailand. 1 year Thailand.
1 year we can come back. Now no. Okay. No problem. So bring me to the airport. Let's go to the airport. Welcome to Bangkok, Thailand. Today we're going to Chatuchak. What's the name of the market? Chatuchak.
Oh, Sontaya taxi.
JJ Market, and it is the largest market in Thailand. It did just open, so we're gonna go check it out.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Do you think there is COVID in the market or not?
Okay.
No?
No,
No COVID in Thailand. Okay, I'm gonna cross this bridge. Yeah, perfect. How much?
Bye.
Bye. Okay, here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cap.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay. See you
See you tomorrow.
tomorrow.
See you today.
Okay, today. In 1 year. See you in 1 year. Ciao. Today a fun video wasn't planned, but we really did it start in a funny way. So let's go into the market. Let's see if we can have some fun. The taxi driver suggested me to take the stairs and then go on the other side. Let's go see if there is something to see. In this market there are 15 stalls and thousands of vendors. Therefore it seems like a pretty nice place where to share a story. I mean, more than a story is my point of view. 55 bookstores. So guys, this market is divided in many different sections, and here we are in the book area where you can find books probably in any language, and that wasn't the video I was going to shoot. Thank you, Kev. I do not know if because I passed through the book area, nobody checked if I had the fever, and I went inside that so easily. By mistake, we met in the market Yuri.
Hi, long time no see.
So she's busy, and we're gonna say bye to her immediately.
Yeah,
bye. Ciao.
Fuck you. Bye. Ciao. See you.
Guys, when you meet the only other foreigner in town, it means that Bangkok has become really small, and that there are only 6% of tourists over here at the moment, and lots of closed shops for that reason. And this brings me to my video. Is Bangkok gonna recover from the lockdown? That's the real question. Sawadee krap. Sawadee krap. They look super cool. How much is for this? $200 only. Maybe for 100, but okay. We'll see. Thank you. So 150 is okay. The thing is, I do not like to sponsor Supreme. I don't know why. Seems like Supreme is a brand for very cocky people, and I'm not that type of person. Let's do some voiceover because I think that I should take care of this topic properly. And therefore let's start with a joke. For example, this market without tourists is like a party without girls. There is no reason for it to keep going. But for real, I have no idea if Bangkok or Thailand is gonna survive the lockdown. Half of the restaurants My sources tell me they won't be opening again. Some have declared bankruptcy, and some have even left food on the shelves. And now there are rats coming in and eating the hell out of it. The restaurants that are now opening, they are mostly the small owners, small businesses, restaurants, and I am extremely happy for them because I come from a family that has a small business, a small shop in the suburbs of Rome, Italy. But will it be enough? I don't think so. From what I see on the streets, it's like people think there is a switch on and off button, and after the lockdown you simply turn the button on and life keeps going as normal. But no, it will not be possible. There is no tourist in this empty city. And the tourists may never come back. Let me explain. Thailand has a huge amount of great people. But every day I spot more and more white people haters. And there are two reasons for that hate. Number one, the media. Over here, they promoted that Pharangs brought the virus, which, by the way, it is not true. Number two, white people stopped giving the huge tips they were giving before, and there are a couple of explanations for that. The Thai baht, the local currency, went too high. Before, for $100, you would have gotten 4,000 baht. Now you get 3,000, and a 25% decrease is incredible. You wonder why people stopped tipping? What if your salary was now worth 25% less? Would you still tip? Would you still come to Thailand? And by the way, do you know that tipping is mostly an American thing? There are some countries in Europe, in Western Europe, that tip, but never as much as the Americans. You, over there, have the tip even first, written on the bill, which, by the way, I totally disagree with. What if the service sucks? Why should I tip? Wow.
Smaller one have
How much is for the smaller one?
3,000 baht.
3,000 baht. And what about the big ones?
Big one 150,000.
150,000. You made it yourself.
Yep.
That's really nice. Where do you have a shop where you make them, or?
I have in the factory in the Pathum Thani.
So you have a factory.
Yep.
And so you don't make it yourself. There are people make it for you, or?
Yep.
Can I see?
This the big one.
Really nice.
I have in the showroom. You can take photo.
Oh, yeah, sure. So if somebody is interested in buying this,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
this is the email.
Yep.
This thing can open up.
Yep.
They can move the arm and everything.
Yep.
Oh, that's really beautiful.
Same small one. same small one. Can separate. Take up.
Oh, the head,
Head, body, leg.
egg, body, leg, everything.
Just the one 3 feet.
Oh
Same
wow,
time.
that's amazing. Is it possible to come and see your factory? Anyway, let's focus our minds again on Thailand. All these travelers that have already been here, when they have seen a 25% decrease of their money value, they decided to not come back to Thailand and instead to travel to Vietnam, Cambodia, Philippines, and so on. The Thai government was seeing a decrease of tourists and rushed to make a easy visa for Russians and Chinese, two countries that usually have problems traveling to other nations. So now the Russians and the Chinese are the main tourists here. And the Russians, they don't tip. They really hardly tip, and rightfully so. The service here is getting worse and worse. I can explain it in a later video. And the Chinese, they decided that the best way to not get scammed, because there are lots of scammers around, is to create their own services. So they have built their own hotels, restaurants, and they always use their own services even to travel, and they never buy in the famous Thai markets, because, for example, the shirt you see here for $3, you're gonna find it produced in China for $2 or even less. I'm really sorry for all the people that over here they think that everything will come back to normal so easily. It's almost impossible that it will happen, and the tourists that the government is inviting are not the tourists that the people want, apparently. So it is a huge mess. And you want the great American tippers, or you want the great Chinese spenders that they do spend lots of money, but they come here and they buy Dolce & Gabbana, Armani, and other expensive stuff. So it's almost impossible to balance what the population wants with what the government needs. It's maybe an unsolvable problem. And even when they declare that the tourism is just 20% of the GDP, or even less than 20% of the GDP, I simply laugh about it. Because this country without foreigners spending money, and I mean both the tourists and the foreigner living here full time, but living here on a 3 months visa, and therefore getting out every 3 months and coming back for another 3 months. If you take out all these people from this country, if you make all the foreigners unhappy, I'm sure that you will be able to prove that the GDP of tourism is much higher than less than 20%. Much higher than that. There are lots of people nowadays in Thailand asking for social support, and whatever help they're gonna get is not gonna be enough. So we'll see. We have to stay hopeful, and maybe someday Thailand will be a nice place to visit again, where people will be welcoming to us white people. Right now, I'm not sure. I'm totally not confident about that. And, well, you have seen my videos. Really like this one, but they do not have my size. Anyway, do you know where to buy shorts? There? Okay. Thank you, Cap. I got to buy some postcards for my Patreons, but let's see if we can find some nice ones. Sorry, Cap.
Oh, look who is here today.
I was randomly stopped at the market and...
Hi, I am Manit, a Bangkok-based filmmaker, and I do make vlogs and travel videos based in Thailand mainly, but then I also go around Southeast Asia and other cool spots, so check out my channel.
And guys, I do love his setup. He has a Rode mic connected to his chest, iPhone 11 Pro Max.
Yes.
And probably, guys, if you give me enough donations, I'm gonna upgrade that to the Max 2, because I think it will be great for live streaming.
Exactly.
Have you ever tried to live stream or?
No, I never tried.
Oh, you should do that. It's amazing.
Maybe I'll get into live stream.
Like,
I saw you doing live stream.
Yeah, I do them a lot, lots of engagement.
Okay.
And maybe, I mean, we can do a collaboration together in one of the future videos.
Definitely,
Okay.
I'm down. Awesome, bro. Nice to meet you.
What size for you?
Yes.
แบงค์ดูรุ่นนี้ให้หน่อยเอาสีอื่นเนี่ย
And how much is it?
350
350. So I have no idea why it is so hard to find cotton pants in this country. How can you use winter cotton on such pants? They are way too hot to wear. Guys, we did get some anti-COVID pants. I found also a shop that was selling shorts for 89 baht. The only problem is that they had one size, and of course I didn't fit it. If you were wondering why I'm trying to buy some shorts, well, that's the answer. Anyway guys, I do hope that I'm wrong, and let's hope for a positive and a smelly perfume, really good outcome. Oh, they smell so good. Probably what I just said is completely wrong in English, but what I meant is that let's be positive and let's be hopeful, and when I say smell in Italian I mean a good perfume smell. Okay. Anyway guys, that's probably it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Keep reading and believe in your dreams. Ciao.
No COVID.
No COVID, yes. I'm the only Italian with no COVID. This shop looks amazing. Probably they make them themselves. And look at this guy over here. Maybe it's the only jacket that could fit me, but I don't want to wear such things. And probably it's also very very expensive, but look at all this art. That's incredible. Super super beautiful. And for the Italians, questa sembra la ragazza di Rovazzi. Anyway, let's go. Wow.